We're doing this. We are. Okay. We are. Okay.
It's a vibe with H2.
Yeah, no, this is really a deep dive into Vibe with H2. I think with podcasts or when you show something in the media, society expects you to present yourself in a certain way. But from the beginning, we've always been real to ourselves. You know, we've always wanted people to really know who we are, really know the parts of us that we hide, because I don't know why we're so afraid of showing our whole self to people, but we took on that challenge, you know, and said, listen, I think it's about time we dive deeply into who we are apart from the music. I want you to see where it all comes from, how it was birthed, and I didn't know that it would be so deep. I didn't know that it would uncover so many aspects of who we are, and I didn't realize the strength that would come out of this experience. Like in the first episode when we described each other, you said to me, "You're fucking strong," you know? And I was like, yeah, but I didn't really know. But damn, I'm fucking strong, for real, you know? And I think it's always so difficult to show who you truly are to people.
It's not easy.
It's not easy at all, but we challenged ourselves to do that because we move with intention. We are artists that live intentionally. We express ourselves authentically, and sometimes music is just not enough to send out that message. Sometimes you really need to sit down with me and have a conversation with me, have a heart-to-heart with me, in order to know what I'm about and why I do the things I do, why you do the things you do, why we do the things we do. So this is basically an introduction of, not an introduction, this is like our lives. Welcome to our lives.
Literally, welcome.
The good, the bad, the ugly, the peaks, the valleys. And at the end of this, I hope you realize that there's a reason why you're here on this earth. And you need to live your life purposefully. Live your life with intention. Document moments. Celebrate moments, the peaks and the valleys.
When we started this, for us, it was never about, being in the mainstream or whatever. It was about being our realist selves and just accomplishing stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's tough out here. And we wanted to be our realest selves while doing stuff. We didn't want to just go with the flow because that's what's being done. We wanted to be really authentic and just show people that you can be yourself. You can be yourself. And just to remind people that we're amazing. We've got all kinds of superpowers.
That is true.
Okay? And we just wanted to explore that and really remind people of their superpowers. Obviously, going into this, it's very different when you're talking and you're doing. But we went in, hey? We went in and we did say we want to accomplish this and this and that. And even though it felt like, stick-a-dicking,
It's a little bit tough.
we pushed through. And whew, guys, for me, like, it's possible to live your dreams. It's possible to accomplish your goals, things that you really want. I want, guys, this was about I'm gonna get back to authenticity, like being true to yourself, knowing who you are and making that girl, making that guy happy. You know what I mean? And you can still be part of society and do all this thing while you are your selfest self. And this journey was about that discovery, that discovering that I can be my truest self. Because it's not a lot of us that can really be themselves.
We're not brave enough.
You see? So I hope that is what was conveyed. I hope that is the message that was received. I can't believe what these 3 seasons did, like. But yeah, I can tell you we're very different people from when we started to where we are now. What a journey. It was quite a journey. I can't believe how much we've grown. And I hope the people grew too. Like, this was about, you know, not just us, but you guys as well. And I hope our message got through. Tough as it was, there were so many amazing moments.
Yeah.
Too many amazing moments to kind of mention right now. But yeah, this journey was about that. And I truly and genuinely hope that our message got through to you. I hope our actions and behavior, you know, kind of corroborated what we were saying. Yeah, be yourself. Know that the resources that you think are outside of you are truly just chilling within, somewhere just waiting for you to unlock. I think that's the most important thing for me, was that authenticity, like, discover yourself, know yourself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then after that, once you're there, it's easier to kind of know what you want. You know, when you know yourself, you know what you want, you know where you're going. And that was the message for me.
Yeah.
Boss lady, a boss lady, boss lady. How you squalling, boss lady, a boss lady, boss lady. And don't you forget it.
I literally just woke up, yes, with makeup on, because I slept with my makeup on yesterday. Yesterday we were vibing with the Real Talk ladies.
You guys didn't watch your things, then?
No, I didn't.
I just
Really?
ain't gonna lie. One thing about me is I'm gonna watch me.
Because you said we're gonna watch it, I was like, no, I want to save.
But you just watched yours, Nick. You didn't watch Palace. Did you watch Palace also? Okay.
I have it. Like, I can't help it.
Good.
But the thing that I did was, like, I didn't try to change my mind after it. I just synced it. Because I know, like, if I look at it and I'll overthink it. And then, but I shot it, I watched, and then I synced. No, I watched.
Okay, fair enough.
Ladies, and it was so good for me. It was so wholesome, with everything going on, everything being us planning the episodes, us planning sessions, wellness sessions, and literally my moon time right around the corner, meaning I have literally no energy, has just been overwhelming emotionally and a little frustrating. I'm having to meditate a lot and learn to regulate my emotions. And it's been quite a challenge. But yesterday, when we did the session with the ladies, it was so wholesome because I resonated with it on so many levels. Afterwards, we went to go chill at Lady V's house, and for the first time in a long time, I really felt like my brain can just relax and be. I was in such a good environment with wholesome people that I feel like I'm in alignment with, in the sense that we're all goal orientated. There's something we're all looking forward to. And it just meant the world to me to just be in that space and relax. And I literally felt my brain just relaxing and just being in that moment of nothingness, not having to worry about what am I going to do next, was just so refreshing. And I'm just so grateful. Just been going through a roller coaster of emotions, but yesterday brought me back to a sense of peace, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
I almost forgot about this video actually. Anyway, this morning, actually I feel good. I'm at ease. Maybe even a little excited because of all the plans we made yesterday. Yeah, man, I'm at ease. I feel good. I just worked out. My thighs are shaky. But I'm good. I feel good.
It's a vibe with H2.
That's the day one.
Okay.
Day one.
It was like, yeah. No?
Should I go? What's going on? For me, I know I remember I kept it short because, like we said, it was a nice day. It was wholesome. It was a peaceful day, and so I was holding on to those feelings. I was savoring those feelings, and so I wasn't trying to think of anything else, but I was just holding on to that, and that's why I didn't want to say much, and I was just basking in those emotions.
Niceness.
Yeah.
I think for me, like, just watching that made me realize how, like, being with people that are on the same frequency as you are is very good for your health. Like, I think we often think that, oh my gosh, I'm alone. I can't do this. I'm drowning in all these emotions. And then you meet up with people and realize that, oh, I'm actually not alone.
Going through the same thing.
I'm not alone, and there are people that are coping differently than I am, and it's nice to be in that environment to just see how other people function within the overload of work and everything else. It was nice to see, like, Lady V was very optimistic, and she was very focused on the future and what she wants, and she was speaking it with confidence, and it's like, okay, I've just been so overwhelmed with so many emotions. I've just been drowning in okay, what's happening? What am I gonna make this happen? And the way she just spoke about herself and what she wants for herself with so much ease and reminded me of that in me, and I was like, okay. So when I tapped into that and I relaxed a little bit, that's when I was just like, actually, let's just breathe a little,
Yeah.
and it's hard to keep calm when there's a lot of chaos in your head. And so there was a lot of chaos going on in my head, and just relaxing and having fun helped ease that a bit, and waking up and meditating just put me deeper into that state. So it was nice to know that I do have the ability to regulate my emotions, even when I'm towards the end of my cycle, which is
Crazy time.
a challenge. But I managed to do it, and with that little piece, I felt like I saw a bit of growth within me, in a sense that, it's hard to to find yourself when everything is a mess in here.
Yeah.
You know, so it was nice to know that I can do that, and it was nice to know that there are people outside of me as well that I know I can just look at, you know, just look at them and then be reminded that, hey, like, it's okay, like, chill. Yeah, that was nice. They were nice mirrors for me. Yeah.
All right.
They reflected the good and the positivity that dwells within me but had been so suppressed by the
All the
mess.
stress, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I want to ask something. Now that you mentioned the Lady V Day, I'm not calling it the Lady V Day, but anyway.
Not Valentine's Day.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's true what you say. Like the being around other people, and the transfer of energy. But I just want to ask, like, if you have to reflect back on that specific day, like, what if we can pinpoint the biggest takeaway in terms of the collective energy? What would you say was that for you guys?
For me, it was also just reach out. Just reach out. Because as soon as we got together and started talking, just amazing ideas popped up. And I was like, should have done this a long time ago, you know what I mean? And sometimes all you need to do is just that reach out. Yeah, for me, that really popped. Like during our talks, like, sometimes reach out for me.
I think for me, the biggest takeaway was me acknowledging that I'm always at the right place at the right time.
True, yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Even in the midst of chaos, that's where you're supposed to be. That's exactly where you're supposed to be. Because, like you said, the chats we had, the environment, I felt like we were there for each other in such a deep way, like, and I never expected it to be like that. I felt like it was a true bonding moment, like, so it validated that it was okay for me to be stressed and overwhelmed, because had I not been stressed and overwhelmed, I wouldn't have recognized the importance of us coming together like that and learning so much from them. So I'm always at the right place at the right time, always.
One last thing, what made you guys reach out to them?
For me, when we were planning the season with that particular topic, I felt like they were perfect because I think we share struggles. They have to plan stuff, and so I felt like they were the perfect people to talk about these struggles with. And that's why I was like, yeah, these ladies.
Sweet. I'll tell you later why I'm asking that question, but let's continue.
I am exactly where I need to be in this present moment. I think with everything going on, like me really trying to live a purposeful life and having set goals in the beginning of the year and doing my best at executing these goals, and having experienced like an overwhelm of emotions, I always have to remind myself that everything happens for a reason. I'm exactly where I need to be, and after that realization, I just need to let go, because I tend to be, I think, hard on myself a little bit, because I have a plan, and a lot of the times I want the plan to work out exactly like I want it to. However, I was reminded today, like, where's the magic in that? In wanting things to be specifically the way you want them to be. I've always wanted to live a magical life, and I've come to realize today a lot of that comes from letting go and surrendering to unexpected blessings and miracles. Well, it is difficult to let go. I'm also learning and realizing that I can be hard on myself when it comes to wanting things a certain way, but it just came in this moment that I should let go. I think I'm gonna go meditate.
Good morning. So, yesterday I consciously decided that I wasn't gonna go deep with my thoughts. I didn't want to reflect. I actively just wanted to hang on to the feelings from Wednesday. I just wanted to enjoy that feeling of ease and just not thinking about nothing. Because, yeah, it's been weird. It has felt like almost resistance. Right now, I'm just thinking there's so much to do. There's so much. Hence, I didn't want to think yesterday because, yeah, now all the thoughts are back with everything we need to do. So, I guess stress is not going to help nobody. But I just need to be in flow state. Flow state, hand over everything to the universe. Because I'll go mad. But yeah, Wednesday was so nice actually. Like, I think I'm still holding on to the feelings and sentiments of Wednesday. Still holding on. We're good. The side. Yeah, man.
It's a vibe with H2.
Can I ask before you chat? Like both of you mentioned the thing of letting go, right? Not hanging on to the Wednesday, you know, because the thoughts are coming, and then you say, like, you know, sometimes you just got to give it to the universe. What does that mean?
Like I said, like I always have a plan, and I want my plan to work out exactly the way I want it to. But then that made me realize that, like, there really is no magic in that. So letting go for me means allowing the universe to surprise me. It means not necessarily holding on to every little detail of the plan. You know? Because all we knew was to meet up with the ladies.
Yeah.
We didn't know we'll have a wellness session out of it. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I mean? That's what letting go means. It means being in the space, doing whatever it is that you plan, but also allowing the universe to surprise you with certain things, because we didn't really like tell them, okay, this is what you're gonna see, and then we're going to ask you this, and then we're going to ask you that. It didn't happen that way. It was just a chat. So that is letting go. Like not being in control of how everything's gonna go specifically, but just, you know, like
Go mad.
Yeah,
Go mad.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you've put in the work. You know that I know I put in this work. So surely, yeah, you gotta.
So you can't let go without putting in the work.
Yeah.
You have to-
Because what are you letting go of? What are you letting go of? We have to let go of.
Yeah, those are the things we
Yeah.
gotta remind
Yeah.
ourselves of. Like, you put in the work, and so now let the universe really. Yeah. Because then you constantly feel like there's resistance, because that's how I felt. Like, I'm doing this is not working out. We're doing this is not working out. It's because of trying to hold on to those little details. So just letting go just kind of gives you the freedom to really relax and I guess even reflect on whatever you're going through. So
Yes, with those emotions. Like
yeah.
she said, like she was holding on to the feeling. You know, like sometimes it's good to hold on to, you know, those that certain frequency, because you can only go up from there. You know, and like if you go
back down into the overwhelm of emotions. I have back to not even step one, negative something, you know, and also realize like how hard it was to like get to exactly. So holding on to that frequency also,
Yeah, just
it helps. a
to
lot.
keep you going, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
That
to.
it makes it easier to let go.
Exactly.
Holding on to that
Yeah.
frequency because you can't really let go when you're frustrated. You can't really let go when you're overwhelmed. But when you get to a better place and you recognize that, okay, I'm actually not drowning.
Exactly.
I'm my head above the water.
Yeah.
Let me just let go. And you'll float, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
So that was my question. But you guys feel free to.
Yeah, that's basically
Yeah.
it. I think it's just funny how the first video we just reflected on that and I was like, oh, I'm exactly where I need to be. And then the second video is like, I'm exactly where I need to be. Further validating. We have
But
what
it's
I'm saying.
important. Like
Yeah.
I think it's important
You have
because
to.
like literally what you guys do is like okay, I watched everything in ahead,
Yeah.
but like you constantly validating and the thing what I've learned is or what I got out of it is the fact that sometimes you have to remind yourself
You have to.
because that thing of like no I've said it once it should manifest it
No.
doesn't work like that.
No.
You constantly every day have to validate, remind, kickstart,
Lifestyle.
you know?
Yeah.
Reprogram your mind.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a programming
Daily work.
situation. Like, it really is programming because we are programmed to drown in our situations. We're programmed to have anxiety. You know, there's always anxiety inducing situations and
Yeah.
we're programmed to stay in those feelings. You know, our circumstances, our environments, the society just wants to keep you there. You know what I mean? So it's really up to you to constantly reprogram and reprogram.
Literally.
And that's how also I've been working on my negative self-talk, you know, and it's not easy,
Nope.
especially when you're like sad or like overwhelmed and or frustrated. It's so easy to be hard on myself, like, oh, you're so stupid for this world, you know? And now I catch myself saying it and I say, no, you're not. And I reprogram. So at some point, I feel like I won't have to reprogram anymore. Like it'll just come.
Naturally, yeah.
But for now,
Daily work.
That's true.
every day,
It has to.
every day.
On to the next one.
I learned a very important lesson on isolation yesterday. I spent a lot of time in solitude, just really reflecting on my emotions, energy and motion, because I'm really into astrology and I really resonate with it. And this Mercury retrograde has been real, very real. And because Chiron is heavily involved, I've really just been reflecting back on my wounds and how to heal so that I can really be who I authentically am. I've realized that my people-pleasing tendencies are still like showing up in some aspects of my life. And yesterday, sitting in solitude made me realize that it takes time to heal. It takes time to really work on yourself. And yesterday I just granted myself the patience to do that, and it felt so good. I feel so much better. And I've also come to realize and acknowledge the power of shadow work, you know, not being ashamed of your dark side, but truly just loving and embracing every aspect of who you are. And I'm learning every day to do that. Pouring into myself with so much love and so much grace, and it feels good. I am happy to say I'm at a point in my life where isolation is doing me good. I genuinely enjoy my own company. I love being by myself. It brings me back to me. It's where my soul has a voice and I hear it loud and clear. And I feel good. I feel good that, I'm really doing the work. I'm introspecting, spending time with myself, loving on myself, being graceful to myself, and just showing up even when I'm in moments of frustration. So I feel good today. At least I'm better than how I felt in the previous days. There really is power in being in the moment. There truly is power in being in isolation and really just dealing with your own emotions and where they come from and just loving. And we're back. Welcome back to my channel. So far, it's been a really good day. It's been a very relaxed day. Trying to take it easy. There's a lot going on. So I try to take it easy as much as I can, and that's what I've been doing. Even though there's a lot going on, I try to hang on to the positives and just the feelings of being in my purpose. Like I feel like I'm deep in my purpose, and it's a nice feeling. I think I am right where I need to be. A lot of feelings of gratitude, even excitement, I'm just having one of those good days, and I appreciate it. I appreciate these feeling like this, because it's not every day. So I've just been savoring, and just trying to rest as much as I can. And that's about it.
It's a vibe with H2.
That's day what?
That's day 3.
Day 3.
What do you mean by deep in your purpose?
Like, even though we've been dealing with so much frustration and letdowns and whatnot, what I am doing is what I'm meant to do. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm literally right where I need to be. This is not a mistake. These feelings that I have, they're not a mistake, and those were the feelings that I'm feeling in the video. Like, I know it's frustrating. There's a lot, but I'm on my path, and I'm deep in my purpose.
I think 2 things for me that I want to ask and say. I think what I realized is, like, from going from the Thursday, like the Wednesday was like a mountaintop kind of feeling.
I'm chasing this. Sorry, sorry.
So
put on your wise, girl.
Like the Wednesday was like kind of like a mountaintop thing, like experience, right? And it feels, and like this is my observation and my experience, but I'm opening it like to the floor. It's just that, like, even though you have mountaintop experiences, right? It just almost confirms what we just said previously, is that it's a space where you almost like fill the tank to kind of take you through the valley again. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh my God, mountaintop. Let me make sure when I'm on the mountaintop, let me fill this tank. Please, let me fill this tank. Because, like, when I go downhill, like, it's a little bit of freestyle, and then I get into the valley, and then I have to go back up again. Do you get what I'm saying? So, for me, like, I can I can almost sense it in the tone, like from the day one, day two, where you guys like just like revert back to that energy, or like that energy kind of like sustains you almost, right? And then the second thing is to just clarify, like for me, like how do you, like for people that because obviously you're taking the road less traveled, like from where I'm sitting, right? Like how do you identify, or how do you kind of confirm that this is my purpose? Like how do you, because like the reason why I'm asking is like every day your thinking gets challenged. Every day you need to kind of, like we said, you need to reaffirm that this is, I heard correctly, I'm sensing correctly, I wasn't crazy when I thought that this is what I'm supposed to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I used to tell my students, or I used to tell people, like, decide where your end goal is, so that when it gets hard, you go back to that day when you made the decision. To say like, but I did make that decision, like, but when that decision gets challenged, like how do you know, like how can you identify that this is
A moment.
the thing that I'm supposed to be doing?
I think, first of all, going into something, you must know why you're doing it. Because for me, it helps me down the line when it gets tough. Then I remember, like, why did I get into this? And there are moments of, am I crazy?
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, those moments when you feel like, oh, I can't do this anymore. But then you bounce back like, no ways. I'm not crazy. I'm on my path. I am meant to do this. I'm not crazy for these feelings. And I think for me, that's like in the moments when it gets tough, just knowing why I started, I think is very important.
It's the feeling for me. Like I think we tend to underestimate our intuition and our feeling. So it's the feeling for me. Like, how does it make you feel? You know? I tap back into that. Like, yes, it gets frustrating. Yes, it gets stressful. But, like, how would you feel if it was no longer there? You know? Do you like that feeling? Yes? No? And then, move from there. For me, that's what's been guiding me, really. Like, my feelings.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to mention with the mountaintop situation is that, like, once you're at the top, look at the view. Enjoy the view, take it in, soak it in, so that when you go into the valley again, you can reflect back on
Yeah.
and being at the top, you're not gonna stay there. It's not good to stay there. Then you're not alive. Stay there, enjoy it. It's a moment. Everything is a moment. Even the valleys are a moment, just a moment. But it's important to actually go through it. And when I spoke about the importance of being alone and doing shadow work, is not to demonize the frustrations.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you've reminded yourself, this is my purpose, this is where I want to be, but now you're frustrated. Don't demonize that moment. Don't be like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this is bad. Have grace on yourself within that moment. Talk to yourself like you would to a child, like, who cannot handle their emotions right now, and really assess where everything is coming from. Because when you unpack those feelings, then the purpose really just comes back in. Like, it just swoops back in, because that's where and that's the thing with the purpose. Like, it's not far from you. It's always within you. Sometimes it just gets overwhelmed with every other emotion, but then once you, like, unpack, then you don't really have to, like, be like, oh, am I doing this again? You already know why you're doing this.
And also going into things that yin yang,
Yeah.
like in life you pick a struggle.
Literally. Literally.
You pick a struggle. There's nothing that doesn't have frustration. Nothing. Even the most glamorous of jobs has its frustration, and you take both, and that's life,
It is life.
and that's the reality of it.
Decision and consequence.
Literally.
Calculate that.
Yes. Yes. Take the
a
good
struggle.
with the bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The yin and yang is such a perfect example because, like, the symbol for it, it's black and white, right?
Yeah.
But the black has a bit of white.
Exactly.
The white has a bit of black.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it is okay.
It's okay. And it goes back to, like, this whole thing of wanting to demonize yourself. Like, don't do that. This is who you are. That's your shadow, right? The parts of you that are hidden that you don't want everyone else to really know. But they exist in everybody. So if you treat your dark parts with grace and with love, it's easy for you to treat someone else's dark parts with grace and with love. If you're hard on yourself with your dark parts, I'm going to be hard on you too because I'm not giving myself a break.
Chance.
Do you understand? And that's how we can easily project on each other. You know, that's how we can easily, like, I can say something that'll trigger you, but it's just something that's going
About
on
you,
within
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a vibe with H2.